Back with another album review. Today's review is on Meteora from Linkin Park. This is Linkin Park's second album, and it's a follow-up to their debut album, Hybrid Theory, which I talked about in the previous video. Now, the thing about Meteora is that the title comes from the Greek Orthodox monasteries of the same name. But you notice that all the songs are listed on the cover rather than on the back. That's also the case with Carry On by Chris Cornell, which I had also talked about in a previous video. Now, this album was produced by the band themselves, along with Don Gilmore. It was recorded at NRG Recording Studios in North Hollywood between April and December of 2002. It was released on March 25th, 2003 under Warner Brothers Records and Machine Shop Records. Just like their first album, this album was mostly centered around nu metal, with some elements of alternative rock, alternative metal, rap rock, rap metal, and even electronic rock. This album debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 and ended up selling over 27 million copies worldwide, 6.7 million of which were sold in the US alone. It was later certified 7 times platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America. The lyrics of this album focus on various subjects such as depression, anger, and recovery. Around line that Chester Bennington said in an interview with MTV that Linkin Park don't talk about situations, and that they instead talk about the emotions behind situations. This album was met with mostly positive reviews from critics, and rightfully so. However, some of them point out that this album sounds very similar to their first album. Now let's talk about the songs. The album starts with Forward, which is fully instrumental. The song is followed by Don't Stay. These songs basically set the tone for what we're in for. The next song is Somewhere I Belong. Now, this is the first song to get released as a single, and the single was released on March 17th, 2003, just 8 days before the album. The song also has a music video that is directed by Joe Hahn, and I'll link in the description. I also like to point out this is one of Linkin Park's most popular songs. After that is Lying From You, which was released as an airplay-only single on March 16th, 2004. Hit the Floor and Easier to Run are both memorable songs that come after that. The next song is Faint. And this was the second song on the album to get released as a single. And the single was released on June 9th, 2003. The song features Joel DeRowan, Charlie Bisharat, and Alyssa Park, Sarah Parkins, Michelle Richards, and Mark Robertson on violins, Evan Wilson and Don Becker on violas, and Larry Corbett and Dan Smith on cellos. David Campbell did the string arrangements. And the song also got a music video that was directed by Mark Romanek. It was shot in downtown Los Angeles. It shows the band performing in front of an audience and a floodlight. The audience is consisting entirely of members from Linkin Park Underground. The lighting of the video made it so that the audience were shown as silhouettes. I'll post a link to the video in the description. After that is Figure 0.09, which is a pretty memorable song. Breaking the Habit is what comes next. The song was released as a single on June 14th, 2004. The song has an electronic influence opening with live strings and guitar, but there's no distorted guitar riffs or rapping vocals from Mike Shinoda. Around line that Mike had written the song before meeting Chester, and it's based on the drug addiction of a close friend of his. The song has a music video that is directed by Joe Hahn, and it was animated by Studio Gonzo. The animation has an anime style that was supervised by Kazuto Nakazawa, the same guy who directed the animated segment of Kill Bill Volume 1. The footage of the band was shot and later rotoscoped. I'll post a link to the video in the description. And the fourth song to get released as a single was From the Inside. And the single was released on January 12th, 2004. The song is known for being one of Linkin Park's heavier songs and was written in a 6/8 time signature. It also got a music video that was directed by Johan, and the video takes place during a riot. I'll post a link to the video in the description. Nobody's Listening is what follows. This song features David Zaslav on the Sheka Hachi flute. I think that's how you say it. Session is what comes after that. And the song is fully instrumental. It's also featured on the soundtrack for The Matrix Reloaded. The album ends with Numb. The song was the most popular song on the album. It was later released as a single on September 8th, 2003. Ended up getting a music video that Johan directed. The indoor scenes of the video took place in St. Vitus Cathedral in Prague, despite the fact the band were filmed in a similar cathedral in Los Angeles due to the fact that Chester Bennington was suffering from abdominal and back pain. School scenes took place in Johannes Kepler Grammar School in Prague. There were also bridge scenes that were filmed at the Charles Bridge, also in Prague. The music video has over 1.2 billion views on YouTube at the time of making this video. It would be criminal not to include a link in the description. This song is also what most people, including myself, find to be the best song on this album, but you save the best for last. Overall, I really enjoy this album. In some ways, it does things better than Linkin Park's first album, despite the fact that critics said that both albums sound similar to each other. I strongly recommend this album, especially if you're a Linkin Park fan like myself. That's all I have to say on this album. If you like the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to hit the notification bell to be notified of future uploads. And leave a comment if you like. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back on Wednesday with another review.